We are Siouxland proud. This is KCAU9 News at 10.
Good evening and thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Avi Hannon. Tim and Sophie have the night off. The Iowa Department of Public Safety released more information about the deadly school shooting in Perry, Iowa earlier this year that left 2 people dead. It's your top story at 10. Commissioner Stephen Bayens says the report released from the Dallas County Attorney's Office on Thursday is consistent with their investigation. He adds some of the details in the investigation will not be released to the public. This is because of privacy laws, the threat of copycat school shootings, alongside with not dishonoring the families of the victims. Bayens says 17-year-old Dylan Butler was suicidal with homicidal intentions, who had fascinations with previous school shootings. Bayens adds the victims of the January 4th shooting were not targeted, but appeared to be a product of immediate availability.
There was evidence of meticulous, week-long planning rather than an unprepared emotional response. Finally, he said as much in his own hand. We recovered write-ins from the shooter who indicated just that. He desired to be famous. He desired to commit suicide. He desired to take others with him.
The January 4th shooting resulted in 4 people injured and Jaleeve and Marburger dead. We'll have the full report on the school shooting on our website at SiouxlandProud.com. And a Sioux City man found guilty of killing his girlfriend while she was holding a baby and on the phone with 911 back in January of last year has received his prison sentence. 25-year-old Austin Self was sentenced to life in prison for first-degree murder. For the child endangerment charges, he was given 2 years for each of the 3 counts. Those will be served concurrently with the life sentence. Self will also have to pay $150,000 in restitution to the family of 31-year-old Sarah Zoelli. Court documents indicate Self's attorney motioned for a new trial after the verdict was read, but the court denied it. And a Sioux City charged with first-degree murder in connection to a shooting in December of 2023 entered an Alfred plea for a lesser charge. 39-year-old Farron Starr entered an Alfred plea of guilty attempted murder. This means Starr accepts the punishment for a charge without admitting guilt outright. He was accused of killing Nathaniel Parker III. After court documents indicate Starr allegedly confronted Parker and he had an argument over money. Starr's sentencing date is set for December 20th. He's also awaiting trial in a separate case involving an alleged stabbing. And with the election just around the corner, states and people are paying more attention to the areas that will have tight votes, including Iowa's 3rd congressional district. House Speaker Mike Johnson was a guest speaker at Congressman Zach Nunn's Get Out and Vote rally in West Des Moines. Johnson also spoke about the differences of visions in the election and it's important to support a conservative agenda.
And the reason we're conservatives is people say, what are you trying to conserve? The founding principles of the country.
That's right.
That are imperiled right now. We believe in the ideas of, individual freedom and limited government and the rule of law and peace through strength and fiscal responsibility and free markets and human dignity and secure borders, the things that make a nation great.
Congressman Zach Nunn said he encourages voters to get ready to vote if you haven't already. And with just 18 days to the election, voter registration deadlines are approaching. Residents in Nebraska still have less than 2 hours to register online to vote. People in the Cornhusker State have until next Friday at 6 p.m. to register to vote at county election offices and request an early voting ballot to be mailed. On October 21st, it's the deadline to register to vote in both Iowa and South Dakota. In Iowa, the deadline to request an absentee ballot to be mailed to them be received by their county auditor's office is October 21st before 5 p.m. And the Siouxland Youth Hockey Association celebrated the IVP Ice Center expansion project with a ribbon cutting. The expansion includes adding a girls' locker room, JV, and varsity locker rooms, along with a coach's locker room and a training center. The Hockey Association held a multi-year private fundraising effort and partnering with the city of Sioux City. Officials say they hope the expansion allows for more people to take part in activities at the rink.
I think it's a good project for the community, not just for hockey, but we also have public ice, we have figure skating, we have all kinds of different options to do here besides hockey. But it's the fact that, the program's growing and we have an opportunity for kids to come here and accelerate.
Groundbreaking on the project happened last summer and the major construction was complete earlier this year. And anyone driving on Highway 75 today may have noticed some bras hanging on the Morningside Avenue overpass. Local radio station Q102 is celebrating their 3rd annual Bras Across the Bridge as a way to recognize and honor those who have battled breast cancer. With 280 feet of bras covering the bridge, many folks donated bras as a way to remind those with breast cancer to keep fighting and never give up. Those will be donated to the Siouxland Foster Closet. And Siouxlanders who missed this year's annual Greek Fest have one last chance to get their Euro in. This weekend, hungry Siouxlanders can stop by the Holy Trinity Greek Orthodox Church for the annual Euro Fest drive-up, where homemade Greek foods such as gyros and baklava will be available. Euro Fest drive-up will start tomorrow from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. and continue on Sunday from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m.